Hey guys, this is Matt Core from ctrl+paint.com, and today we're going to go back and look at vector subtraction, because making shapes like this is extremely powerful. But the way that Photoshop handles vectors is a little confusing, so I'm going to clarify. If you wanted to make a shape like this, it turns out the best way to do it is by not using paths, or at least to start with a shape and have it end up as a path. Let me show you what I mean. Let's say I want to make this square here with the window panes cut out. I'm going to begin by doing a rectangle tool set to the shape mode, which means it's going to make it here in the layer palette. And I'll drag that out. This would be the containing shape. For a little bit of visibility here, I'm just going to set this to overlay. Know that this is not part of the process. I'm just making vector shapes. What I want to do next is to make these window panes. So I'm going to change my color and make another one. And then I can do Ctrl+E to merge those together. I'm actually going to change their color again here so I can see it a little bit better. And then just like normal layers, I can duplicate that, retransform it. That's pretty close. And then I'm just going to merge those together once again, Ctrl+E. So I have two layers here. I have the negative space and I have the containing shape, and the order matters because what I want is the cutter, the thing I'm going to use like a cookie cutter, on top and the containing shape on bottom. Select both of them, go to layer, combine shapes, and here you have those options again, just like from that pull down. And what I want to do is subtract front shape. There we go. Color changes. All that means is they have become a single vector shape, and I think that was the top color. Cool, so it doesn't matter that it's in a group, you can ignore that part. Here I have a single shape, and I'll move it somewhere else. And what I want to do is to convert this shape into a path, because that was the goal. We want to have things in the layer path so we can, have selections later. Well, just like you saw before in the previous video, all I need to do now is just name it. So I'll call this window path 2. And there we go. So it takes 2 steps. To make your path like this, first you have to make the shape and the cutter shape and do your shape operation as vector shapes in the layer palette. And then once that's all done, then you can convert it into a path. So I'm going to deselect this path and just do one more just to kind of show as an example. Working in the shape mode, I'll start with my containing shape. Since it's a circle here, I'm actually just going to duplicate this one, change its color, get that just about the right size. And now I'm going to make this next cutter. The nice thing here is you can just overlap as much as you want because it's all going to come out. And then for these bits here, they have a bit of a radius on them. And for that, you just go in the properties panel here, hold down Control and round out those corners a bit. Okay, close enough. Duplicate that. All right, so now I have all these extra pieces which will merge together to be my cutter. So I'll do that by selecting all those layers I just made, Ctrl+E to merge them. So now we have 2 shapes. I have the cutter on top, the containing shape on bottom, select both, and then go to layer, combine shapes, subtract front shape. There we go. Now I have a single compound path, which might be enough on its own, or if I wanted to then convert it into a path, I would just make sure it's selected and name the path. There we go. So if you have never done this before, I strongly encourage you to download this worksheet, make some compound paths, and then once you find yourself needing to do this in an actual illustration, it will stop being confusing and mysterious. I know this isn't super fun stuff, guys, but it is so useful. Have fun. See you in the next video.